developments today. Perhaps the most important is that cops can now close in on a timeline because we now know this precious little child was murdered the same day that she was raped. Matt Zarrell, Nancy Grace, producer, tell us more.
Okay, well, we just got the arrest warrants in today for Mario McNeil, and we have learned that Shaniya Davis was raped and murdered the day she went missing, November 10th. Now, we know that the mom called 911 at 5 and said the last time she saw her child was 5:30. However, McNeil was seen at 6:11 on surveillance 40 miles away at a hotel in Sanford.
Okay, now, isn't it just lovely that whoever did this, we know who's charged with it, didn't drive her around for 4 days and torment the poor child? Pat Brown, what does it tell you, the fact that this man allegedly murdered her the same day that he raped her?
Well, my guess is, Pat, that he accidentally killed her while he was raping her. You know, little children are just annoying that way. When you rape them, they tend to object. They tend to be upset about it. So you have to do something like smother them or strangle them because they're just complaining too much. And so my guess that's exactly what he did.
Oh, that's interesting. So you don't think that he allegedly performed the rape, then took her somewhere else to murder, then took her somewhere else to dump her body?
I think he may have taken her somewhere else to dump her body, but my guess is she didn't come out of that little hotel alive.
Yeah, and you know what?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Antoinette Davis. Okay, ma'am. How can I help you? I woke up this morning and my daughter was not in the house. I don't know if she walked out. I don't know what's going on, but she's not here. How old is your daughter? She's 5. 5? Yes, ma'am. What time did you wake up? When did you last see her? I saw her at 5:30 last night. 5:30 last night. Is that when you put her to bed? Yes, ma'am. No, when she went back to bed. Okay. That was 5 this morning. Is that what you're telling me? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Were there any doors open or anything like that? She know how to unlock the front doors. What is her name? Shaniya Davis. Spell that name for me. S-A-A-N-I-Y.
All right, I'll call. Look up area. We got a tip. Somebody in the parking lot said that they had heard on the news or something that the guy admitted to killing the young child and dumping her where there was deer carcasses and trash. And we remember driving through here earlier and smelling something pretty nasty. So we came back to check it, and sure enough, there were deer carcasses and trash. And then some of the officers from the Virgin Islands went through here and actually saw her in there, and the dogs were showing a lot of interest. So we checked it out and confirmed, and yeah, it's terrible. It's not good news at all. It's terrible. I don't even know. I'm a little overwhelmed right now, so it's a lot. I'm just, I'm glad we were able to help.
So will her mother now be charged with murder? Joining me from Newton, Massachusetts is former prosecutor Wendy Murphy. Good morning, Wendy.
Good morning, Maggie.
Even if Shaniya's mother is not directly linked to her killing, do you feel she will be charged in some way, either as accessory to murder?
Well, it's a good question. We don't know enough yet for me to answer that in a legal sense, but I can tell you this. If she knew that the child was being taken or delivered, I should say, for prostitution purposes, then yes, she could be charged with murder in what's called the felony murder rule. In other words, she's responsible for the consequences of a murder that follows in connection with a felony, and it certainly is a felony that she's charged with thus far. So the possibility is there for sure.
Death in 2013 for killing Shaniya Davis. CBS North Carolina's David Hurst is in our studio with why McNeil now claims his conviction should be overturned. David.
And Maggie McNeil's current lawyers claim the ones who represented him during his trial were ineffective and ruined his claim of innocence. A Cumberland County jury deliberated for less than an hour in 2013 before recommending that he be sentenced to death for the killing of 5-year-old Shaniya Davis. Davis's body was found several days after she was reported missing in some woods south of Sanford. The 5-year-old's mother was also sentenced to 17 years in prison.